Welcome back and thank you for joining us on Daybreak. Now we move ahead to our Daybreak interactive segment where your voice matters. As our viewers, do well to keep your phones beside you so that you can call in and contribute this morning and also send in your WhatsApp messages. Now today we're looking at the federal government's new subsidy on dialysis treatment and what it means for Nigerians living with kidney disease. Take for instance, a patient battling kidney failure who needs dialysis 3 times a week. Until now, each session cost about 50,000 naira, meaning families were spending 150,000 naira to 200,000 naira every week. That's over 7 million naira a year just to keep one person alive. Now, many sold property, fell into debt, or simply stopped treatment, leading to untimely deaths. Now, there's some relief. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has approved a 76% subsidy in federal hospitals, reducing the cost per session from 50,000 naira to just 12,000 naira. That's a saving of 38,000 naira every time a patient undergoes dialysis, and for families it could mean saving more than 5 million naira annually. This is expected to bring immediate financial relief to thousands of patients across the country. But the question remains, how much impact will it really have on individuals and families battling this disease? This morning, we want to hear from you. What's your take on the dialysis subsidy? Will it change lives, or is it only a step in the right direction? Share your story, ask your questions, or express your concerns as we open the phone line this morning. Do well to call us to share your thoughts on the topic this morning. What's your take on the dialysis subsidy? You can also send in your messages via WhatsApp. We'd love to hear from you this morning. Now, Hauwa, this subsidy is one of the most important health moves in recent times. It shows that, the Tinubu administration is concerned when it comes to finances in healthcare. We all know that dialysis is, one huge thing that takes lots of finances from families when they have, one family member suffering from kidney disease.
Absolutely.
We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning, the two sisters. This is Abdullahi Abubakar calling from Bagudu, Benue State Football State of the Nation.
All right, good morning, Abdullahi. Thank you for joining us. What is your take on this issue?
You see, the program Mr. President wanted to bring is a very nice program, and it will help to save life all over the Federation. But what you are going to find out is that how many people are having such problems that they will have a relief from the federal government. We have other diseases that federal government is supposed to respond on it, but they will not do it. They're waiting for the United Nations to come and handle it, especially the typhoid, malaria, and ulcer that is disturbing everybody in this country. And federal government have not done anything about it. You see, the United Nations will start to coming out to give mosquito net in order to assist to reduce the cost of malaria in the country. But the federal government will not do anything. I think this is the time. I know this period, especially the rainy season. All our gutters, all our ponds have been accumulated with mosquito eggs. I think this is the time that the president is supposed to lay more emphasis on it. Those people with dialysis problem, we thank God Mr. President has listened to them. And we pray for good health so that they will recover partly by thinking of how they will go to the hospital and have a relief. Because whenever you are sick and you have discount in terms of treatment, you will find that your treatment will go fast because don't think of payment is life. But in a situation whereby you don't have any relief, you find that the pain of your wound will keep on increasing. So we thank Mr. President for that. But please, the Minister of Health should also consider those people that with typhoid, malaria, and ulcer, which is a major problem disturbing the country. Everybody, no house you go now, you will not find out malaria, typhoid, and ulcer. So please, I hope Mr. President will and the Minister will listen to us and take care of the other business, not only dialysis. Thank you very much.
All right.
God bless. God bless.
All right, thank you very much, Abdullahi, for your take. We have to understand when it comes to illnesses, there are some that are more severe than others. And when you look at having kidney issues, it is some sort of, an illness that could automatically, take your life. So with this subsidy in dialysis, it is actually a lifeline for people. And some of the diseases you mentioned are environmentally, contributed environmentally as well. So we would have to look at that. But then we would have to commend this subsidy. Absolutely. All right, so we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, this is Mr. Paul. I'm calling from Makodi.
Good morning, Mr. Paul. Thank you for calling in. What is your take on this?
Oh, thank you very much for the program. The program is a good one. At least people give some Nigerians opportunity to speak their mind every morning. God bless Trust TV.
Thank you very much.
On the issue is that I want to thank the President sincerely from the bottom of my heart. It is not always they will receiving up from us. Sometimes when they do good things, we need to praise them. This is a very good thing. They have taken a good thing in the right direction. Helping the people that have dialysis problem. By subsidizing it, at least to reducing it to 12,000 naira the time they leave the hospital is a good thing. But they need to still work on it, as in to work on the people they will meet in the hospital so that they will avoid things for charging them again, because Nigerians people were very funny. Like the police college that people were talking about, they were charging put and this thing for 250,000 instead of giving them free. So it's not just to pronounce it, but they should manage it, they should follow it up so that the right thing will be done each time those who visit the hospital. Then secondly, the president still have to do something on the pharmaceutical product generally. If they can subsidize for Nigerians, because like paracetamol now, you cannot get the card of paracetamol for less than 250, 300 naira. So let them do something so that the entire masses can still enjoy them. Thank you very much. That is my take for this morning.
Thank you for calling in this morning. You know, Hauwa, let's, educate Nigerians on the federal medical centers and also teaching hospitals that have, started this, that have started,
that have been approved to start,
absolutely.
The subsidy.
We have six geopolitical zones. We have the Federal Medical Center Ibutameta, Lagos. We have the Federal Medical Center Jabi, Abuja. We have the University College Hospital Ibadan, the Federal Medical Center Owerri, and the University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital Maiduguri. We have others like the Federal Medical Center Abeokuta, Lagos State University Teaching Hospital Lagos, the Federal Medical Center Azare, University of Benin Teaching Hospital Benin, and University of Calabar Teaching Hospital in Calabar. And according to reports, other states will be would follow suit before the end of the year. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
My name is Daniel, calling from Adamu.
Thank you for calling in. What's your thoughts on the topic at hand?
Yes, with this, in fact, we are going somewhere. We have started taking steps to move from the third world to the first world country. This is what we want from every government. Removing that kind of amount, 38,000, is not a small amount presently with Nigeria's situation now. In fact, kudos to Mr. President. Although I'm not his fan, but I really need to commend him on this. Yesterday, I just heard on Newsline, little tariff has been dropped on social media, something like that. It's a good one. We are going somewhere. We pray he should extend that to people with hepatitis too. because it's another deadly disease in Nigeria, and the cost is too high too. So we pray Mr. President should extend that kind of kind gesture to people with hepatitis, so that we shall be well with them too. In fact, kudos to Mr. President. And I believe they started thinking, Dr. Ngozi Okoye-Iweala mentioned something that there is stability. Actually, if you look at the way prices are going now, there is little bit stability in price in Nigeria. Unlike every 2 weeks, you go to the market and put the price of a thing is skyrocketing. But now, there is little bit stability. Our dollar for the past 4 months, it's only on 1.5. It does not shoot to 1.6. It does not go to pay. We should improve more. I don't have much to say. Kudos to Mr. President. I'm not campaigning for him, but he has done well. So let us tell him thank you for that. That's my take this morning.
All right, thank you very much for that. You know, one thing I've noticed is that whenever anything is, being accorded, Nigerians are always skeptical when it comes to implementation. Understand that, okay, what is being done is the right thing to do and it will benefit a lot of Nigerians. But then where are we when it comes to implementation? That is always the question. All right, let's take our next caller. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning. I'm from Nigeria.
All right.
morning.
Oh, good morning. What is your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Ismail. Hello?
Yes, hello. Go ahead.
All right. Alhamdulillah. This is what Nigeria wanted to buy. By the president. To be very candid with us, Nigeria, the basic thing Nigerians need. Most of this is coming up now. A quality healthcare, quality education, and road network. These are the basic necessities Nigerians need.
All right, I believe we lost our caller. Make sure you do call us back so that we can hear all of your thoughts. All right, Maimuna, what is your take on, the skepticism when it comes to implementation of these kind of things?
Well, as a Nigerian, we're always, skeptical if is this really true? Is this, just some words of, like they say, audio promises, but it's good to know that, it's been implemented in Bauchi, and reports have shown that people have actually benefited from this subsidy. They gave their account and they really commended the president in doing something, that could help them manage their finances and their ailment at the same time. Good morning, Shatima. Thank you for calling in this morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Maimuna. Good morning and good morning, Hauwa.
Good morning, Shatima. Thank you for joining us. All right, go ahead with your thoughts.
Honestly speaking, we really appreciate our president. This is highly recommendable. This is the work that it was a sign that he had begun the action. I want to appeal to all our listeners to please join me to give President three Bosa. We really appreciate. And secondly, as the one caller says, this needs a strict monitoring, because the management of the hospital they can hide this privilege, not for people to enjoy. But we really appreciate. And secondly, I want to call our president to please consider our senior citizens for pre-treatment. We know Nigeria can afford. We know Nigeria can afford. Please, they should give a pre-treatment to our senior citizens, because their condition is highly terrible, honestly speaking. And somebody, as we discussed the other time, you see a retiree is collecting 8,000 naira, 4,000 naira. How can he be caught with the medical bill. God forbid if he falls sick. So we are calling Mr. President as he started the action. Let him not forget our senior citizens. We are recommending our senior citizens to enjoy pre-treatment, so that one burden will have been waived on them. So I think this action have started to show a new Nigeria, and we are hoping more from Mr. President. We really appreciate. May Allah touch his heart to continue looking the suffering of the Nigerians. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much, Tima, for that. Maimuna, when we look at it, a lot of people are, it would actually shock us that a lot of people are going through, kidney diseases, kidney failure as well. And that in itself, you would see that it would help a lot of them. A lot of people do not have the funds to continuously go through those treatments. And those treatments are definitely expensive.
They are expensive.
And with that cut, that's a huge, cut when it comes to the price of payment for the dialysis from 50,000 to 12,000 naira. With 50,000, with this current price, you could do dialysis for up to I think 4 times
in a month
with that 50,000. So that in itself is a lot of burden that has been put off a lot of people's shoulders.
But then one of my concerns is the fact that, when it comes to capacity, when it comes to, hospitals in Nigeria having the facilities, the equipment,
exactly.
Absolutely. Let's take this caller. Good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning.
Please turn off your television set so that we can hear you clearly.
I'm Honorable Dr. Mohammed from Bauchi.
Yes, thank you for calling us. Can you please turn off your television set so we can hear you? All right. So
we lost the call. So I was talking about, the capacity of, these hospitals in handling, these issues. Most hospitals don't have enough equipment when it comes to, dialysis. And I don't know if, the government can, in line with reducing the subsidy, exactly, providing enough equipment for these hospitals to be able to, participate in the subsidy removal. Absolutely. Hello, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, good morning. This is Engineer Stanley calling from Enugu.
Good morning, Engineer Stanley. Thank you for joining us. What is your take?
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Okay. Yes, my take on the subsidy removal on dialysis. Well, in as much as I appreciate Mr. President on this, the question is the root cause of liver problem and kidney problem. Nobody's talking about it. Every day you hear customs sees a container load of fake drugs. When you see the container of fake drug, who imported it? You will never hear of a man arrested that imported that fake drug. The big men, the untouchables. Ghost doesn't import container. Somebody initiated for that importation from India, from wherever. The way bill is carrying somebody's name. No government official have been arrested. No individual importer have been arrested. All you hear, government customs sees the container load of fake drug, heading destination, heading to the north or heading to the east. But you will never see them arrest one man and show example to others. Now you are removing subsidy on dialysis. Tomorrow somebody else will go to the hospital, having kidney problem, liver problem, all caused by fake drugs or the intake of fake food, which NAFDAC also have never told us or arrested any person, any big individual. I don't know if you have seen, as a journalist, you people should tell us. I have never seen any big individual arrested for fake drug importation, hard drug importation in Nigeria. If you have seen, you can tell us as a journalist, but I've not seen. It's good, removing subsidies, but the root cause still remains. You can reduce it to 1 naira. That means the hospital will be full of people seeking liver problem and kidney problem, because the root cause have not been tackled. That is just my take this morning. It's good, to remove the subsidy, but the root cause have not been tackled. So we have more patients running to embrace the subsidy, more people will keep on dying. Now the subsidy removal, fine. How many hospitals in Nigeria have the machine? That is another question. How many of them have the machine? Did you import more machines? No. The machines we have on ground, the one you remove subsidy from. And you see people on the queue waiting to use the dialysis machine. Some will die in the process. Well, I don't know. But that is just my take. It is good, but then at the same time, let's face the reality. The root cause of liver problem, kidney problem have to be tackled with first before reducing subsidy on dialysis. Thank you very much. That is my stake this morning.
All right, thank you very much for that. We'll be moving on to the WhatsApp messages that we have this morning. We have one from Abdurrahman Amin, and he says, "Good morning, a great team. The recent subsidy on dialysis treatment is a welcome relief for many Nigerians battling kidney disease. For too long, patients and their families have struggled under the heavy financial burden of dialysis, with many forced to abandon treatment due to cost. This subsidy, if well implemented, will not only save lives, but also restore hope to countless households facing this silent health crisis. Beyond dialysis, I believe the government should also consider reducing costs in other critical areas such as cancer treatment, maternal care, and emergency services. These are sectors where affordability directly translates to survival, and if the same attention given to dialysis is extended to them, we will see a significant improvement in public health and the overall well-being of citizens. Finally, while subsidies are helpful, we must also strengthen our healthcare infrastructure and ensure drugs, machines, and trained professionals are readily available across the country. Otherwise, the subsidy may only benefit a few. A balanced approach combined with affordability, accessibility, and quality will ensure that Nigerians, regardless of their economic status, can truly enjoy their right to health. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much, Abdurrahman Amin. Well said.
All right, keep your messages coming in. We have another message from Honorable Anaike C. from FCT Abuja. He says a subsidy to health is a welcome development, but much effort is still needed to ensure strong measures in battling sickness in Nigeria. 1. Prevention of the causes of the factors contributing to such symptoms of certain sickness. 2. Nigeria as a government have to enact laws guiding healthcare which will impact the public positively and reduce cost for concerned patients. This will stand as part of a constitution that will last for ages, not the one that will collapse after having new government, especially when new party takes over the authority. 3. Finally, I really thank Mr. President Ahmed Tinubu for his tireless efforts to enhance health sector through his administration endeavor.
All right, we have another caller. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us. Well, good morning. All right, we lost our call. I believe you have another WhatsApp message from Okumoya Edward. It says the idea of subsidizing dialysis treatment is commendable as it will help thousands of Nigerians battling kidney failure access life-saving care. However, one critical concern is whether such subsidies will truly reach the patients who need them the most. In our system, funds meant for health interventions have too often been lost to corruption, embezzlement, or poor monitoring. So, beyond announcing a subsidy, the real questions are: how transparent will the process be? What mechanisms will be in place to prevent diversion of funds? Will patients directly feel the impact, or will the subsidy get stuck in bureaucratic bottlenecks? Most importantly, how can the government ensure that this subsidy translates into reduced out-of-pocket costs at dialysis centers? If accountability is not prioritized, the subsidy may end up as another well-intentioned policy that fails in execution. Nigerians deserve not just promises but visible results in their access to affordable and quality healthcare. All right, thank you very much, Okumoya Edwards. All right, next up.
Okay, we have another message from Usman Santuraki Betty from Jamaica Yola. He says, Barka da Safia, Hauwa and Maimuna. The issue of the new subsidy on dialysis approved by President Bola Tinubu from 70,000 naira to a mere 20,000 naira is something worth appreciated by all because of the relief he brought to a lot of families that had a member suffering from kidney-related illnesses and the trauma the person goes through due to the high cost of dialysis per week or month. Honestly, the President Bola Tinubu brought happiness and joy to the kidney patients in this country, and as such, he has to be commended for the laudable program. Thanks and remain blessed. Thank you for sending in your message. I think we have another message as well.
Okay, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, this is Abasekon calling from Gombe State.
Good morning,
Abasekon. Thank you for calling in. What is your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this?
Trust TV, good morning, all the entire members of Trust TV and people. And this is a very wonderful topic, very sweet topic. And sincerely speaking, I want to appreciate Shetima for his pragmatic, dogmatic, and energetic views that he always presents to Nigerians. Shetima, 3 boza for you too, and 3 boza for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. God will strengthen him, God will bless him. Sincerely speaking, with the way President Tinubu is going, I'm going to thump my feet for him because I'm seeing changes. Even in food prices, there are drops in food. Here in Gombe, I'm enjoying now, eating bread, eating food. God will bless him as a retiree. With the small mega salary I've been paid, but I've seen changes. Sincerely speaking, there are changes. Now, we are going to enjoy medical treatment. That is also an upliftment for the less privileged. God will continue to bless President Tinubu, and God will continue to bless Trust TV and all the presenters. Thank you, wonderful Trust TV. Thank you, Nigeria. Thank you, presenters. God bless you this morning. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Abasekon, for that. Let's see if we have another WhatsApp message. I believe we have a message from Emmanuel Okon from Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. He says, good morning, crew, and well done. My take on this is that we cannot window dress issues and expect accolades from the people. The idea is great, but have they thought of the root causes of these illnesses? A situation where people cannot feed well, they're exposed to foods that damage their organs, which leads to them going for dialysis, and where they cannot pay for it, it leads to death. Let the government look into the rising cost of living and see if it will not reduce these illnesses. Thank you for having me. All right, thank you very much.
We have another message
Emmanuel
from Nansat from Jos. Says, good morning, our dearest Trust TV. I join other Nigerians in appreciating the government of the day for this noble gesture. I appeal to the government to monitor the implementation of this program. In fact, if need be, let there be a task force in place to ensure compliance from the hospitals, especially that some of them may render the service based on connections. This is also to fight against selective service in the implementation of the program. Lastly, Trust TV should not be tired of giving the masses update on the program. Thank you, Nansat. Of course, Trust TV will not get tired.
Absolutely. As we always say here, your voice does matter.
Absolutely.
All right, I believe that is all we have for this segment. We'll be going on a quick break. And when we come back, we'll be discussing Humanitarian Day and, the human cost and benefits of it. Make sure you stay with us, be with us, and don't go away. We'll be right back.